I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you, you. 'Cause I'm born to be wild. See, the vibrato is what I'm more familiar with. I just felt so compelled to do that because we just saw the press event. We were just at the press event for Rolling Thunder, which is Off Broadway right now at New World Stages. And whoa, we were blown away. We were taken aback. And I just wanted to be up on stage with them and sing half as good. I want to introduce you to our new bonus series, which is called I Wanna See. So what we're getting the chance to do is we're getting the chance to show you some bonus exclusive content from some of the shows that we've discussed, or film and television content. We're giving you red carpet interviews. We are giving you some pre-press event style content, and you're gonna get some insight to what these shows entail. We're super excited about this, and they will be airing on the same feed as I Wanna Be Like You. Now, for our first episode, today, I want to see Rolling Thunder.
But I have to say, what the show is not is just sort of a nostalgic piece, like a look back at yesteryear or a story for our parents and that and so on and so forth. While we honor the veterans, and it's all about veterans, those currently serving in our military, and also the families and friends of all of those who serve. I think everybody in this room and everybody in our audiences are touched in some way by those who serve in the military.
Hi, I'm Courtney Carter, and I play Nurse Kelly, and I'm also Andy's mother.
Amazing. So tell me what you're most excited about for audience to see with Rolling Thunder.
You know, I'm most excited for them to just experience the nostalgia of the music of this time. It's so iconic, and it has music that kind of brings people together, and I'm most excited for people to just relive those happy, joyous experiences that, from the time. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So we just saw your performance, and it is so vocally mind-blowing what you guys are doing.
Yes.
Tell me what you're thinking about vocally in terms of how this is different from a more traditional musical theater piece, because you're thinking about more pop rock and period.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm kind of channeling my inner rock star with all of these songs. Like I said, they're so iconic, and they kind of make me feel powerful. So I'm kind of channeling the power and the strength within myself, but also what people had to go through during that time. And so I'm just kind of trying to just muster up the strength and just give it my all every night.
Right.
So yeah.
I love that.
Hi, my name is Deontay Goodman. I play Mike, Jimmy, and at one point I play a general. And it's a lot of fun.
Doing all the things.
Doing all the things.
I was saying in your performance, this was so vocally mind-blowing, and I was asking Courtney what you guys were thinking of in terms of vocal sensibility and how this is different from a traditional musical theater piece.
Yeah, I think that first of all, this cast is incredible. Everyone in this cast is absolutely amazing, and I think what's really cool about this cast in particular is that a lot of people really want to emulate the rock sound from the 60s and everything that embodies that music. And I think that, you know, for me, who just like, I love rock music. I love the style. I love, you know, the idea of just like being in a band. Was in a band in high school. You know,
hello.
Living my
What a
best
glow
dreams.
up.
So it's just like, it's really cool to be able to like experience a show that truly feels like a rock concert. And to be able to hear the vocals of this cast is absolutely insane. I'm taking notes every night.
Nice. We asked Courtney, what's your favorite number in the show?
Oh gosh, honestly, it's Nowhere to Run. It's one of my favorite. Born to Be Wild and Nowhere to Run are like my top two. Because we get to dance, I get to help Courtney down the stairs, I get to watch her live her best diva life, and so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
This is our last question. Because our podcast is called I Want to Be Like You, we want to ask you, who's your I Want to Be Like You that you're thinking of with this production, going into this production in your life?
Oh gosh, you first.
So who's like? What do you mean? Like
Someone that you're emulating, someone that you're looking up to when you're in this production. Yeah. Oh, she's got it.
I mean, I don't know. For Nowhere to Run, especially because it's like a big, like you said, diva moment. I mean, I'm trying to channel my inner Beyonce. Like
Beyonce.
I mean, like I think I look at her and I'm like, she just, you know, can really control the stage and like just is such a confident woman. And like I'm like I want to embody. I want to be like you. Like I want to like you know. I mean, who else?
I love that.
And you
I love
eat,
that.
and you eat, and you eat, babe. You eat, babe. I think for me, it's Lenny Kravitz. That's it for me.
That's great.
I love everything about Lenny Kravitz. His music, his artistry, his home in Paris on Architectural Digest. I watched it. Sorry, his style. Everything about Lenny Kravitz is just like. I'm inspired by him, so that's definitely who I'm trying to.
We can see that on stage. We're getting Beyonce and Lenny Kravitz on stage.
Sure.
That's what we're getting on stage.
Sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Hi, my name is Daniel Yearwood. I play Andy in this show.
Incredible. So I want to be entirely frank with you. We've seen you in Sweeney Todd and Old Friends, and we're big fans of yours.
Appreciate you.
And I want to ask you how this differs, particularly vocally.
Yeah.
Because you guys are doing much more of a rock concert vibe. So I want to ask you vocally what you're thinking about sensibility-wise.
I mean, living like a monk. Post show, it's tea, go to bed, you know, try to get a nice routine, and I'm always just doing cardio in the morning, warm my body up.
Right.
But you know, the show, it lives in a very different place, and I think that every single one of the vocalists that are in this company, I'm learning something from daily. Justin Sargent is one of the most incredible rock tenors you will ever hear. Deontay has a soul, and his voice is rich like butter. Getting to witness Courtney Carter, Drew, Becker, everyone in this company is phenomenal. And just as far as personal achievements and personal goals, it's kind of just been, all right, how do I play with timbre? How do I play with sound? This is my first time ever working with handhelds.
Right.
It's
Drew
always
said
been
that too.
lapel, and so finding that balance, you know, how much do we need in the monitors? Our sound team has been phenomenal. It's a very intimate space, which when we talk about contrasting experiences, like Old Friends, we did a run at the Amundsen, which was a couple thousand seats, and then brought it to the Friedman. That's
much
like
smaller,
900, 1,000 seats. So it's very intimate.
Right.
This is an intimate house, and it really does feel like that. You know, on stage, we're witnessing people experience their full range of emotion, and hopefully, you know, this is touching their hearts and their spirits as much as it has our own, you know, especially with the time that we're living in now.
Right, for sure. But you guys are not holding back. No matter the space, you guys are still giving.
Thank you.
I want to ask you what your favorite number in the show is, what you most look forward to, what you think audience will resonate with.
Favorite to perform is, it's a tie between Magic Carpet Ride and Nowhere to Run, just because we get to dance a little bit, but just favorite to witness and be in the presence of. Deontay's Eve of Destruction as Jimmy is... If I could throw a shoe from off stage, I would, but it'll mess up the moment.
Yeah, right, killer. And our last question is, because our podcast is called I Want to Be Like You, we want to ask you, who is your I Want to Be Like You that you're thinking about, that you're emulating with this production? Courtney gave us Beyonce, and Deontay gave us Lenny Kravitz. So you got a high standard to live up to. But it also could be someone in your life.
I was going to say, because as far as like pop artistry goes, I would say Marvin Gaye.
That's a great answer.
But personally, you know, both of my grandfather and my granduncle, they are both World War II veterans, and though they are not in the Vietnam story. I think as far as what it is to be a black man in America and to have been drafted into a war really resonates. And I try to honor them both with what's happening on stage and the way that, Andy's story is being told.
Faith is key to open doors and board them. There's hope for all among the love the most. You just thank the Lord. You just thank the Lord. Ooh, oh, people get ready. There's a train coming. Don't need no baggage to just get on board. And all you need is faith to keep the diesels humming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. You just thank the Lord. Just thank the Lord. Ooh, I know it, I know it, I know it. Yeah, you just thank the Lord.
I'm Kenneth Barone. I'm the director of Rolling Thunder.
Incredible. So we just showed you speaking about the show, but tell me what you're most excited about for audiences, what you think will resonate most with audiences from the show.
I mean, obviously, I'm very excited about honoring our veterans and those who served in the war, who currently serve, and the families of them, but also just for young and old audiences alike to come experience the rock show that's on that stage and the voices. Like, this is some of the best singing you're going to see on a stage in New York right now. And this cast is just killing it, song after song. And it's to see those kind of like rock numbers performed that well, there's just nothing like it in New York right now. And so I'm really excited about audiences coming to experience that.
How, as a director, are you balancing the concert element with the narrative elements of a musical?
It's a fine line, but as we started assembling the production and putting it together, it sort of came together on its own because these songs do speak to the period so well, and yet also feel fresh and hip and contemporary. And there's a reason some of these have stood the test of time, and we know and can sing along with them now. But then to sort of layer in the personal stories and to share those stories with an audience, there's almost a subversive element to it that you get drawn in on a whole new emotional level, and it allows you to like experience these songs in a new way and also engage with these characters in a really sort of intimate way.
Yeah, that's multi-generational for sure, with all the music. So you've worked a ton with Tina Landau.
I have.
And I want to ask what you would say you learned the most from her that you're incorporating into this production.
What Tina does, unlike anyone else, is she creates a room that's a really just wonderful space, an open-hearted sort of playground where everybody's in the sandbox. And that's not just the director, that's not just the actors, that's the stage managers in the room and the designers when they come to visit, and everybody. And it's a really collaborative process. And I think yields some of the best work. And it's been, an honor of my life to work with her and on the shows we've done together. But also, I extended into my own shows, and this one in particular, getting in the room and sort of changing it. Something that's also, there's been an international element to this show. It did start in Australia, and a lot of people don't realize how much the Australian experience paralleled that of the U.S. In addition to being, our allies during the war, it was a very similar experience in terms of support for the war, and then the counterculture and anti-war sentiment growing. Now, what is different in the U.S. and in creating and adapting this for the U.S. is the intersection of all the other social issues that were going on in our country at that time. Civil rights, Summer of Love, just that take on new meaning. And so it was very important to us as a company to integrate that and make that a part of of the story that we're telling, and I think the cast was a big part of that. The entire team, in terms of layering in those elements and having really important, nuanced conversations about that.
So many of those themes are incredibly prevalent for this current time.
And in the music, and it makes you really go, oh, so much has changed since 1969, and a lot hasn't. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned from then and now, I think, as we look towards the future.
Right, for sure. The last question that we ask all the time is that because our podcast is called I Want to Be Like You, we want to ask you, who's your I Want to Be Like You? Who are you emulating when thinking about this production? And it could be anyone. It could be someone in your life,
it's collective. It's sort of it's my entire family and how they've been the veterans in my family and how it's affected them, and not just my family directly, but the community they've grown up in. I think it's all about sort of community and society as a whole, and so. That's who I really look up to and who I'm,
I love that.
Make the show for. Yeah.
I love that. Well, we're looking forward to it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for
opening.
being
All the
here.
things.
Yeah,
thank you.
My name is Drew Becker. I play Johnny.
I'm Cassidy Pope, and I'm playing Linda.
Amazing. Okay, so we want to start by asking, what would you say is the biggest difference in vocal sensibility when it comes to this show to a standard musical theater piece, or even thinking about performing in a concert?
For sure. Well, compared to a standard musical theater piece, just the rock vocals alone, this type of style of music, it can be a little bit more fatiguing on the voice, We also have these handhelds, which is very different from any other musical that I've done, which also helps a lot because where I went to school, they taught us mic technique, which is a little bit different way of singing than just singing with one of the mics on the forehead. We're alternating sound design-wise between these forehead mics and these handhelds, which makes navigating how we do the vocals a little bit different than how I've done any other show that I've been a part of personally.
Yeah. I mean, it's closer, this has been closer to like a concert for me than what I've done. So I've only done one show so far. That was Titanic. So, but still, like this feels more natural for me to sing into a microphone. So I've been really enjoying it. Agreed. It's more fatiguing on the vocals, and like you don't have to worry so much about enunciation. It's more because everybody knows the songs. Everybody's not wondering what you're saying. So that's kind of fun to not have to over pronounce things. You could just be a rock star for 2 hours.
Yeah. What are you hoping audiences resonate most about this show? What are you looking for?
I'm really excited for people to walk away feeling moved in a way that I don't think many people are expecting to feel when they come and see the show. I think that a lot of people are coming because they know a lot of the songs that are being advertised from the 60s and 70s and growing up with that music. But I feel like the biggest surprise that people have felt after the show, just by talking to audience members, is how moved they were by the show. A lot of people that we talk to at the stage door, their eyes are red because they've been crying for like the last hour of the show. So it's really beautiful.
Yeah. Well, it's an incredibly important part of history, and also one that I think that people think they know about, but probably don't know as much as they think. You know?
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite number in the show that you most look forward to doing?
Oh man. I know I just said this in another interview, but I'm going to say it again. I love Eve of Destruction. Deontay sings that, and he's just up there by himself, and it's his big moment, and his voice is just so beautiful. It's like one of my favorite voices I've ever heard. He's just so good. And honestly, I also really look forward to Bridge Over Troubled Water when you sing. I mean, Drew gives like an insane vocal performance, and it's after singing a lot, I'm not going to say when in the show it is, but the fact that you can do that and like keep that endurance up is crazy. It's really impressive.
I love you.
I love you too.
I think my
So now
favorite
say something
songs-
good about me.
Yes. I think that my favorite songs to do, it's a tie between two of them. One is the song that we get to do together, Get Together, which is it's very hippy dippy, lots of flowers,
What song is it?
lots of love.
Get
Get Together
Together
by the Youngbloods.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's very fun.
And then Born to Be Wild,
Yes.
which is just a party. It's just we all get to throw down.
At this point, you
know?
will have seen him like singing the Stratosphere.
Yes.
I literally turned to him. We were doing POV recording at the same time because I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Crazy.
Yeah, it's so fun.
crazy.
It's so fun.
Because we're on the topic of vocals, talk to me about vocal sustenance. Talk to me about what you guys are doing to keep healthy, warming up, cooling down, all that stuff.
Of course. I mean, you just got to stay hydrated. You got to make sure that you're not blowing your voice out during the day, properly warming up, taking it easy when you're not on stage. Just, all the basics,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I think it'll be easier too now that we don't have tech all day and rehearsals during the day. We've had a really grueling schedule the last month, and now we're able to get into the swing of like having shows at night or matinees, but not having to like come here early and be talking and actually doing the show full out before the show even starts. So I think it'll be much easier.
Yeah. Love that. Our last question is, because our podcast is called I Want to Be Like You, we want to ask you, who's your I Want to Be Like You that you're thinking about emulating with this show? And Deontay gave us Lenny Kravitz, and Courtney said Beyonce. So you have high standards. High standards.
She gets the Beyonce vibe for
Yeah, right.
sure. She gets it down. Oh man, I guess like a Janis Joplin kind of vibe.
Janis Joplin.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, like, free spirited, but like has that kind of relatability that, and everybody can relate to her and feel like, oh, I know her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that too. I have a lot of Johnny's arc is really vulnerable and really beautiful in this show. And so I think that the person that first comes to my mind it reminds me of Andrew Garfield and like Hacksaw Ridge.
Ooh.
So
Love that.
more along those lines, I
could
think.
see that.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
Thank
Happy
you.
opening. All the things. We're sending you guys a lot of love.
Thank you.
The adrenaline that pumps through our veins as our Hueys descend into the storm. We don't hold that Jesus smell. All that cologne and those cigars. You can hear us coming a mile and all. Our radio's blaring. Rock and roll! Head on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, gonna make you happy. To the world in love and grace. Fire on the gun, explode in space. I just want to like it. Oh, heavy metal thunder. Racing in the wind. In the feeling that I'm under. They're gonna make it happen. Take the world in love and grace. Fire on the gun, explode in space. Like a true makes a shot. We were born for you are. We will climb so high. Never gonna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. If the engines wanna fight, then damn it, we'll give them one. You see that look in their eyes, boys? That ain't fear, it's hatred. And don't forget, the more we see you kill, the more respect you earn. Heavy metal thunder, racing in the wind. And the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. Take the world in love and grace. Fire all your guns and your sand. Explode in space. Like a tree, make a shot. You were born to be wild. And it climbs so high. Never gonna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Born to be
Rolling Thunder opens July 24th at New World Stages. I Want to Be Like You with Elbi Cespedes is produced by Elbi and Christian Cespedes. Special thanks to Angelina Cespedes, Bailey Everett, and of course, the cast and creative team of Rolling Thunder.